Alrighty, g'day guys, welcome to another game of Legion TD on FBG. Starting the recording early because I'd like to knock a challenge out of the way. So what I'm thinking, I'd really like to get done birds. But besides that, we can do a no humans challenge. Maybe, or mechanical. Maybe birds or mechanical. Depending what we get on the rolls. Okay, that is birds. That is birds for sure. Oh, but I really want to play Sprite Egg. You know what? I'm going to play Sprite Egg because I actually think it's super fun and it's a build I want to get better at. So I'm going to play this and you can make the argument that because it upgrades into a bird and because birds lay eggs, maybe it's birds, but I'm also just down to have this normal. I don't give a fuck what we do in terms of like calls. I'm technically captain by Elo, but I actively don't want to. 1 priv 40 level 1, that's actually just a complete lie. I've no idea what we're doing, but just gonna let the team call. Everyone's super noisy, even this early on, so... Did you really only send 1 warrior? Jesus, come on, man. Oh man, it's a good start. Everyone's like 3 people angry already. This is gonna be a good game. Easy thing is, look at the income. He's got a light warrior as well. Look at the income so you can tell what you sent. Okay, we're actually still getting a cheeky goal. I don't want to lose my line, so if we're getting king lakes, then I'm gonna stay and get 2 sprites. I really hate shit like that. It's like you can only focus on yourself. Like in the end, it's a mistake. It's, you know, it's pretty dumb, but it is what it is. So the only thing you can do is be like, okay, well, he's starting, you know, he failed warrior, what can I do about that? Absolutely nothing, it's just one of those things that happens. Then it's like, he's, no attack. Should keep watching that king, actually. And then it's like, okay, he's playing, Malf over privateer, so what does that mean? Means, gotta cover 2 a little more, means we don't have 7 cover, so maybe we look for 7 cover. On some other lane, like I could do it, for example. It's actually realistic. Probably don't really want to, though. But yeah, 2, we're turbo chilling. Last time I played this build, we also sent warriors on 1, and I was mid to a blood orc on 2, so it's that. I don't know if they did regen. I wasn't watching their king the whole time. If you're really good at reading it, you probably could see. It looks like regen if they start healing. I don't know. No, it's not regen. Yep. It's a little hard to tell encroaching on the king, but anyway, 3 per tick, no regen. Yeah, we obviously just go 2 sprites here, which we need the king gold to do. But 2 sprites, 2 eggs is totally fine, level 2. This is like mid to blood orc if the eggs proc. So, you know, there's that. Obviously, like, it's pretty hard to a Blood Orc. He does fine. And he probably likes to a Blood Orc. Anyway, I can actually just like continue overbuilding with this. I just go Thunderbirds, but we'll see. 2 spirits and a horse, that's... I mean, I got the smallest end. Or one. I didn't get 3 spirits, so I'm happy about that. So yeah, just need eggs to proc. Unfortunately, this spirit is on this sprite. If it was just the creeps on this sprite, it would be really good. But the spirit's gonna snipe it, unfortunately. Okay, got a bit unlucky. That's alright. We need King. This is a heal at the moment, I think. We can still resend 3 even through a Lumberjack as well, by the way. And we get a Scout. Pretty sure this is a heal? Maybe not. And it's 8 spirits. Whatever. I don't care. We'll do something. I don't care if we lose the heal either, honestly. But I'm pretty sure we will. Okay, guess we're not resending 3. Is this saved yet? It's probably fine now. 3 regen's kind of a lot. Or it's not. No, it's not fine at all. That's awkward. Everyone's so mad this game, it's crazy. I'm AFK. I hope he does. I actually hope he does. I feel like at that point it's just content. Man, people take this shit too seriously. It's ridiculous. And as soon as we see 30 leaks, we should know it's a heal if we don't king, which is fine, right? We can accept to burn the heal if we want to go 3. But as soon as we see those leaks with 8 spirits, 2 horses, we need to know, like, okay, that is a heal if we don't king. So either we king, or we don't king, right? Like, we king to save the heal immediately before the creeps reach, or as they reach, or we don't king. Like, you know, sometimes it's close, it's hard to judge. That's not hard to judge. And of course, like, he's talking about resend 3, resend 3, resend 3, and suddenly he goes, go king. So everyone goes king. No one waited. But no one went, like, full fucking ups, because it's a bit hard to judge when it's late like that. In the end, the heal's pretty close. So with 4 regen, we start healing against the Murlocs fairly quickly. Just the spirits and the horses doing the damage. I wonder if I just want to overbuild for 5. I can't just do it at this point. How bad are we on 5? We're like fine, but everyone's pushing. Why don't we try it? Just double Thunderbird? Yeah, okay. I mean, it seems like the kind of game where no one's going to give a shit what I do. Because everyone's already mad at everyone else for different things. Okay, we'll try it. If they send here, it's not great, but... Do they do that? They definitely could. They did 1 regen. No, they did more regen than 1 regen. That's 3 regen. Yeah, that's 3 regen. Privateer, easy break. Okay, so we're going 6. Trying to think about why we're going 6 instead of 5. Lumber's not great. Okay, lumber's pretty bad. He actually has like 40. Did 2 king ups, I guess. Okay. They slowly go or no? No, they hold. Okay. Thorn Mail, not the ideal spell for already having 1 less heal and everyone pushing. But it makes me feel less bad about overbuilding the rest, I suppose. That's cool. Yeah, this is obviously not the YOLO setup. This is like, I would like to actually hold. I would like to actually hold 5 versus a small-ish send if they go for that. Which they might. Nope. Okay. He has a dino. It's hilarious. Do you think he leaks to that? He might. I mean, it's not a nothing send. It's pretty overbuilt. Is he? It's not that overbuilt, actually. It's 1 less mail. Would be good if he just leaked the dino. He might? Nah, bug sniped it. Unlucky. They leak. Okay. He's staying as well. Okay. It's not too bad just to like cover, even just cover 6, right? We're not good on 6. Myself included. Yeah, I'm just gonna stay 5-1 and see how that goes. Dark Priest with Clock. Okay. Should be an alright send for us then, really. Just sell a null for the polar. Alright, hold on. Just gonna go another spirit. Think over a hermit. More efficient income, damage-wise, it's pretty damn good as well. Specifically, damage versus the privateers. Then yeah, I'll build whatever I can. And we'll see how that goes. On 7, obviously. Just not gonna push. Wait, so we went 815 value into push now. Okay, I think at this point you just stay 7-2. Like, if you want to overbuild for 6, and don't get me wrong, the overbuild for 6 is reasonable because they're a relatively bad 6 if they decided to, like, quote-unquote race 6. But at that point, it's like you probably don't drop everything in full push. You just want, like, double privateer or third Abno. Okay, they have immolation. Cool. So hopefully we force enough king for, and get enough money for my Thunderbird overbuild to be successful. That is, probably optimistic, but I'm not just going to drop everything in push now. That would be a mistake, I believe. Yeah, this end's going to be a little bit like Armageddon, and I'm going to be a little bit like not holding. Like, maybe not close. I mean, they play differently because they get ammo, though. It's like, people to fail to recognize. It's like, I don't think the privateer leaks if they don't have ammo. But it's all fine. Gonna need the farm as well. So we're not gonna do another king up even if we'd reach it. Damn, I'm actually super close. So what do I build here? I'm honestly thinking just 4 exarchs. I think that is my best level 7. Yeah, I think that's actually the best I can do for 7. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Wait, I can build another exarch. Here? Just here, honestly. Try and defend the flank a bit. Okay, let's see how this goes. Well, 2 homes Dark Troll? Maybe doable. I mean, in the end, Thunderbird's a good DPS. Egg's a good front line. Can I have 1 lazy exarch? Okay. There's less of a send than I thought. And we go mid. Cool. Yeah, looks like that exarch was not well placed. So there's that. But hey, I go mid, so I'm pretty happy. Yeah, this is like not what I wanted to test out for playing this build, by the way, but it's just the way the game ended up going, so it's fine. Yeah, I feel like I've been overbuilding with Thunderbirds, in FBG at least, like the last 3 games I've played them, and I generally try and play Thunderbird on free when playing FBG because I'm not that good at the unit. And by overbuild, I don't mean like YOLOing badly and overbuilding, and by consequence just ending up a little bit overbuilt because I'm not YOLOing it properly. I mean like actually trying to hold 7 and generally being fairly successful actually. But yeah, I would rather actually just YOLO it, if I'm honest, because it's not a unit I'm super comfortable on. Like I can play the easy mixes like Polar, but in terms of like Sprite more or less solo, I'm really not that confident with it. So I like to, you know, try and play those units, the ones that I'm not that comfortable on, with a bit more priority. Yeah, I'm just gonna get a Ghost for 10 and then Thunderbirds reroll, Aqua Zombie Lord. Okay, so Zombie Lord at this point. But yeah, if I see units that like I know I'm not that comfortable on, and I want to practice, it's like these sorts of units, right? Like for example, this game, what I wanted to practice was the 2 exarch, 1 sprite start, 3-0 start. And then obviously it like plays itself 2 and 3, right? 2 you end up with 3 sprites, on 2 if you get feet on 1, or glad I didn't get a random Santius spirit there. Okay. /4? No. No? No. Absolutely not going 7-4. We're relatively weak 10. I mean, his hold, I don't trust it at all. He's not trying to hold. I do not trust this either. So I'm not going to. I don't think it makes sense. I think my hold's quite a bit better, actually. Maybe I'm wrong. Because, you know, in the end I do have a lot of exarchs, which won't necessarily proc. But I think I will actually do not too badly. No. I think it's actually incorrect for me to push. And why is it my job instead of Pink's job when I have the best setup for the mid-game and am pretty good on 10, but I'm not good enough 10 to be confident holding a set with 7-4. That's like kind of the reasoning, right? Because Pink's role is like this, realistically. So with the Hellraiser mixed in now, it could quite easily push now and feel pretty good about it. Because I mean, either it's a reroll and get lucky, or it's just like full Hellraiser, mid 14, which is like, or mid 13, 14, which is potentially helpful, and then clear 15. That's already like pretty good for us, right? Anyway, get a ghost here.
Job's done. Out with it. Upgrade complete.
773 does mean we have to go full 10, which is okay. I'm not worried about this exact for 10, but realistically, with the Ghost having a bit more range than the Thunderbirds, should be okay. I think it might be actively bad to do a blocker as well. Thinking a blocker would make the mass come first, which might drag the Thunderbirds out in front of the eggs. And I want the egg sacks to at least tank the mass. So the good news is they should have the king here. I did mine already, but thanks. Okay, 5 verbs. That's fine. But it lands on a Dark Prey Sky. It's not too bad.
I stand ready.
If it lands on, like, not this guy, red, I imagine, it's pretty fun. Two pandas is not bad, but I don't afford it, so I'm not going to do it. Alright. We do that. Yeah, sure. Ditch the egg that would probably be the least useful on 10. Was certainly the least useful on 7. Why did you reroll that? Ah, misclick. Okay. Man's fucking having a hard time with the basic shit this game, eh? Still same theory about the blocker. I'm concerned if I do it in front, it'll drag the Thunderbirds out. Maybe it's just too good to skip, though. Let's do it. Then let's see. Then let's watch what happens. I'm going to save now, just to make sure I have enough wood to push and all that. And because I think it's fairly likely I get stuck for, which is okay. Alright, looking at that spawn, I'm really glad I did the blocker. I think that would have been very unpleasant if I didn't. Hey, that exact proc, that's actually really big. Gotten a couple of procs actually, that's relatively lucky. How am I doing? Should be killing 2. Yeah, that's not bad. 2, almost got the 3rd, but I'm relatively happy. I think I'm not expected to do better, and I did do best on my team. Which is, again, part of the upside for me being 7-3 and someone else going for more of a damage angle. Well, that's okay. In the end, I'm still 1970, 0 dead value for 15, with 86 income. 92 income? 92 income. Double Dark Priest, okay. So purple and blue Dark Priest, and we're not going to have the wood to 14 unless they ditch a third, which they won't. They might actually. Anyway, we're good already. No need more king. We have Thorn Mail. Thorn kills that one. Yeah, we're already fine. We pretty sure we didn't need the last like 4 upgrades. Maybe I'm a little off on that though. Definitely did not need any of those 3. But it's fine. That's -3. Okay. Yeah, Immolation's pretty bad here, and there were like 6 healthy bosses actually. They burn the 4th, it's really good for us because that makes them fear 14 like a lot. We're actually pretty good 14 as well. Okay, -4, that's good for us. So even though we have very little bank, it does make 14 something they have to be scared of. I'm just going to show full only 15, I think. Alright, big incomes on all of them, which is fine. Obviously I'm lowest income in the game because I'm the only one that was low push for 7. They all had immolation, so they all pushed, and then the rest of my team pushed as well. Second highest value behind Ace, who got fed. Yeah, got fed level 1. So, fair enough. Is obviously like pretty can't break this game with Dark Mage, Dark Priest. Private tier, 122 income. Ace is definitely a problem. Issue is like, it's a little difficult to kill them because we don't have much bank. Like, it's doable. But if we don't kill them on our first send, it'll probably be a loss. It'll probably be hard to win at least. Interesting double ascendant. And I guess it's pretty good arena. You know, hit him with the BM patrol, because he deserves it. There we go. Nice. Okay. Alright. Couple of Dark Priests with turret, we'll have in front. Don't like the Ant placement. You want Warclog with this, and the Ants are gonna make everything into the middle. Ants can be back here, or even over here. You want them late. Same with this thing. Should be here in my opinion. Anyway. Clock, Thunderbird, Ice Troll. Oh yeah, it's triple Dark Priest. Okay, good thing they have 0 heals. Might have to be 14 then. Maybe push and 14. Yep, Ace absolutely fucking can't break. And then red, slave, half-breed, heli captain. Is that another up slave in the back? It is. When do I need that? Is this a push and 14 angle? I think it might be. So I'm going to start the push and then cancel it if my team doesn't want to push or doesn't call the push. Because if we end up just going 15 or trying to skip 15, then the push is obviously terrible. They leak, so it's fine. But because I think pushing to 14 is probably quite a reasonable play, then we can just start the push. Okay, so if we're just 17, then I'm going to continue building Thunderbirds, because we don't need mid on 17, we just need to not die 15 or 16. I don't hate the call, it just means we need to survive 15, 16. Which should be relatively doable. It is a fat game. Actually, there is no reason for me to build here. I'm on free roll. It's probably a drop reroll angle, right? I think so, yeah. I think it is. So he's building Wind Riders because he accidentally rerolled. Okay. PD is not bad for him. I think he needed to keep the Hellraisers though, because he's not going to be able to clear Centaurs on 15. With this. Like, he's pretty fucking good against Ascends, obviously. Ascendant and PD, like, decent single target. Well, Ascendant, excellent single target. PD, decent single target. He doesn't have any tools against the actual Centaurs. That's a bit scary. I actually think 2 Hellraisers, or even just 1, was like quite a good mix for him. Then we're going Seer of Darkness. I'm okay with that if we go Seer of Darkness. It's pretty bad if we go Phoenix. Also, probably just a reroll angle, but I guess we're 7-7, so we're 7-7 on like 50 or 100 reroll, then it's definitely just Seer of Darkness. Okay, no Lake Gear is actually good for us. If it ends up being no leak, of course. Okay, it is a very pro 2 unit leak. Pretty scared of dying 15, actually. I think it's oh, it's interesting. That's teal or purple leaking here, not red. Okay, so there's probably no leak 13 unless they force teal leaking. I'm gonna drop now because I'm just gonna have enough Thunderbirds. That's not necessarily true. That leak was an accident, it wasn't forced. No? Yeah, no. Yes. Do I sell all of them? I think I keep 2 more. These egg sacks are going to be super fucking useless now, but that's okay. I think I get just 2 Hydras, right? I'm not sure, but with the skip, my head is telling me, because I didn't actually do the calcs, my head is telling me you'll not have enough gold for 1 more Hydra and 2 more Thunderbirds. But you'll have enough gold for 1 Hydra and 1 Thunderbird. But maybe I should have kept the Sprite anyway and just been willing to sell the egg sacks because the egg sacks don't do very much. That is potentially true. Also, maybe I just should have put that Hydra in the open spot I had here. Maybe. Not sure. Definitely a little awkward placement-wise. Also, I definitely could have had 1 more Sprite. Okay, my bad. That's fine, though. So, I actually shouldn't do a farm, because, so what I'm doing, I'm always upgrading this, and then I'll see what I have to build, but I shouldn't do the farm, because if I end up doing something like, I don't know, Necrolite, where maybe it ends up being like I want to sell like 2 egg sacks or something, and that would open up the farm then. Did go Phoenix, unfortunately. Okay, they actually just sent 14. That should be very easy to survive, because the values on us are fine. We have 2 heals and like max king, and the send is relatively small. So they just feared dying 14. That's all this is from them. They were scared they died 14. So they decided to send. Like, as you can see, I'm full magic and I am mid? Maybe I'm just clearing. Nope, I'm mid. Cool. I'm the only mid? I'm the only mid. Yeah, okay, cool. The Thunderbird Hydra lane. I guess Ghost is pretty correct. I'm not even gonna say anything, but we're like so more than fine, it's not even funny. Dude, there's 25 leaks. 27 leaks. I thought I'd kill 1 more. which would still be 26 and I'd still be wrong. But all the sends are damaged. Like there are 5 sends and all of them are red HP, except for 1 warlock. Like we don't lose a heal like this. Man, come on. Okay, so they just figure they died here, and I guess they figure they get fat now, which is also true. He definitely should be pushing. Game's fat enough where we're not that scared of a resend, we actually just need to finish the game. So now it's hard because we haven't had a scout for a couple of levels, so we don't know if they relatively expect us to skip. Please don't go no leak 17, please go leak 17. Leak 17 is very much the way, if we go 17. We don't have to, but it's realistically it's 17, 18. Because we don't want to 20 into the Dark Priests. We could 19, but 19's like just too weak of a level. 15, 24, 19, 18. Okay, well we can't 15 anymore. Oh, the value income, okay. I mean, that's not like really relevant though, we basically just know like blue is super fat and then the rest are now fat. So like blue is 57, 5800 value on 17. The rest are like 53, with red a bit lower. So if we're sending 17, we need leaks for sure. I think if we're sending 18, we should leak as well, honestly. Push and 19, absolutely not. And also we're like pushing without leaks, which doesn't make sense. Everyone should have already finished pushing during 14 as well. It's a push twice angle, in my opinion. I pushed twice as well, yeah. Couldn't remember if I stayed 7-5, 7-4 after 10, but I didn't. It will be quite hard to actually kill them, and we definitely want a leak. But we're not going to have leaks, which means it's like any 20, any 21. Okay, they're definitely not going to die 17. Well, that's not true, but I think they're quite unlikely to die 17. If we don't leak, definitely want leaks, but we're not going to have them, unfortunately. Like 17, 18, realistically, it's just a flip on what their mindset about the 14 send was. Because on the one hand, their mindset could be, okay, send 14 for Incarn, if they 14 as well, then we're chilling. And they're never going to 15 because we have Triple Dark Priest, they're never going to 15 after we 14. Because Triple Dark Priest there, so start anti 17. Right? That's one mindset they could have. The other one is like, oh fuck, we die 14. Oh fuck, we die 14. The income send, desperation, desperation, full anti 14. Then they might die 17, right? And it's a bit hard to know what their mindset is because yes, they had 0 heals and yes, they were looking relatively weak 14, but they were also super fat and all of them had high income. You gotta remember, income transitions into units that you build after 10. Yeah, he's correct about that. You want it a bit further forwards. Also split with a ranger. It's way less easy. It's way easier. Splitting with a range unit that doesn't walk, because you'll know where it'll sit. Split with a melee unit, it's like a little bit less consistent because melee units walk, and they don't always behave as you might expect. Yeah, I don't think they're ever gonna 20, realistically, so they have no reason to because they're super good 20. So you can build the half-breed there and set up for like a couple of Goliaths in the late game, it just makes sense. I think it's generally too expensive to want it for like 15 in a magic damage setup, at least. If you have like just things like butchers and you're just relying on being super tanky, different story. But in a setup like mine where I have heaps of damage and then just like the best front line with Hydra, well, Tok would actually be better for specifically 15 with specifically my build, but that, you know, it's not super relevant. Anyway, is able to leak. Don't think his split actually did very much, but that doesn't matter because he got the leak off, which is great. Do we go double Firelord over Behemoth? I'm going to say yes. Double Fire is generally pretty damn good. It's like, is it better than Double Demon? I think there's not like a single answer to that, but I'm inclined to say that I kind of think maybe it is. So they might resend here, so I will full build. We'll get a Necromancer. I think he is fine because I can get like Necrolights in the end of the game if that seems like a decent option for like 21 or something. I'm more likely to use a Necrolite than a Zeus, I think. So ideally I get a Furb as well, which I will, because I'm 7-7, and I kind of forgot I was 7-7. We'll see if they resend here. He has Thralls, which are not good at any level. So that's not ideal. They do resend. I think I'm just going to be mid here though. Demon Crack and Furb, that's not going to be enough to break. Not enough to break me at least. Because I just have a lot of damage. You can see the Goliath's behaving really nicely here. It's like giving armor to basically my whole line. It'll die once the Sens start attacking it, but it's honestly already done a pretty good job considering it's only like 400 gold. And then yeah, I just have like a lot of tankiness. I mean, you might think that Thunderbirds are terrible here because they're magic heavy versus magic medium, but they're still just pretty good damage in an AoE line like mine. So anyway, we live super easily with 3 mids, and they have 1 mid maximum, so I believe they'll die with Zero Heals, unless this is insane mid. It's actually red mid, crazy. It was by far lowest value on Arena, but Butcher is really good unit. Yeah, ends up being a good call to 18. Maybe they went any 17, can't really be sure. But anyway, ended up a pretty damn good game. Didn't really do the like birds only challenge, unfortunately, but in the end, like at some point, I don't want to actively TK my team out of a win when I think I can actually play properly. And hey, this game went pretty damn well for me. But yeah, cheers very much for watching, guys. Appreciate it. Like, subscribe, all of that, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.